Hey folks, welcome to the Kira Banks Show. Today we have week 20 of a year of self-love journal. So this week's affirmation is, I am grateful for all the love in my life. I surround myself with positive people who bring out the best in me. As I was reading this one this week, it feels like a two-parter for me. Maybe it's just where I am in my life. There's this piece around being grateful for all the love I have in my life. And one of the activities it asks us to do is think about who are the cheerleaders in our life and who are those folks who are behind us in every way. And for me, I'm getting emotional talking about this. I'm grateful for so many people in my life who love me, but in particular right now, I think about my parents and how grateful I am for them, for all that they've done in my life for me, the sacrifices they've made. And I'm getting tearful partly because my parents are getting older. And yet and still, my father, who is 81 now, with all the health challenges that he has going on, he still wants to know how my trips went and who I talked to and where my latest conference is. And he wants to cheer me on in what I'm doing in my life. And that's a real blessing to have people like that in your life. So if you have your parents still with you, love on them. And I want you to think about other people in your life that have cheered you on at different moments. What did they say? How did they make you feel? How did they make you feel supported and valued? And for me, I also think about my partner, who in a few weeks from now, we will have been married for 24 years and together for 31. It's a long, long time. And, we've basically grown up together, and it's been beautiful. It's been hard. It's been all the things. And he's one of my biggest cheerleaders. He's been with me at every moment when I've said, I want to do this, or I'm going to do this, whether it was going to live in West Africa, which I do not think he was really keen on, but he knew I wanted to do it, right? To, I want to write a book. And he's like, okay, we'll I'll figure out if there's a way I can support you in writing your book. Or this podcast, this production, this show was him supporting me in all the things that I talk about and the things that I analyze in the world. And he's like, other people would be interested in this. Other people want to hear what you think. And so let me support you and figure out how to do sound and lighting. And he loves this sort of thing. He loves photography and videography, and he's really good at it. But much of what he learned, it was because he wanted to be able to support me. And he didn't want me to have to figure out how to, go hire someone to do these things when he was willing to figure it out for me, for us. So this piece around gratitude is a big one. The other piece that I've been thinking a lot about is positive people in my life. So that second part was, I surround myself with positive people who bring out the best in me. And I've been reflecting on this because there have been some different transitions, and whether it's environments, work environments and friendship circles, where different people have moved back into my life after a time, and some have moved further away. And while I mourn the loss of some friends and relationships, I also realize that as I grow, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone will grow with me or in the same direction I am, right? To stay in my orbit. And so this idea of I really might have felt like this was a positive person in my life. And yet in this moment, they're not behaving in a way that is bringing out the best in me or is positive for our interactions. And then that's okay that we have space. And that's okay that the orbits shift and change. And while that might be hard, that's life. And I don't mean it in a mean way. I mean it in just the circles and patterns of life. And so some of what this week made me reflect on is, who supports me? Am I willing to ask for support? So like for me, slowing down to acknowledge the people that do support me, and like recognizing them, make sure they see that I see them, because I can move quickly sometimes. And so I think sometimes I'm not as clear with my gratitude for them, for my cheerleaders. But also when I need support, I've learned that I'm not always comfortable just straight up asking for it. Sometimes I don't like that I need it. Sometimes I'm frustrated with myself that I need it. And that is judgment that I'm putting on myself. And so one of the pieces that I was struck by with these activities was, thinking about, am I comfortable asking for emotional support? Not always. Not always. And so that's something that I noticed that I'm going to be working on, like to have the words come out my mouth that I need help around something or I'm struggling with something. I think especially as women in this world, we get framed as emotional. And so there are times where I'm feeling emotional, and also time of life and perimenopause and all that. Like there are times where I'm feeling emotional and I feel like I should deal with this myself rather than just ask for emotional support, even if it's just presence or calling a friend. So that's something that I took from this week that I'm gonna hold on to and remember. Another activity that you might want to consider, one is more playful. It's like, set up this like a power playlist that kind of like gets you going. Because while we can lean on other people to cheerlead us and support us, we also want to figure out how we can give that to ourselves. Like this is the self-love journal, right? And so we don't have to wait on other people to love on us and to care for us. How can we do that for ourselves? And so that playlist is a way to do that. And then the letter exercise could go either way. Like you could write a letter to yourself, an appreciation letter to you for all the ways that you've supported you. Or you could also choose someone in your life who you feel like, you know what, I need to let them know I love them. I need to let them know that I appreciate their support, their cheerleading, and all the love that they've given me. So that's how I was seeing this week. Even though it's one affirmation, I broke it up in my mind in two parts around the gratitude for all the love and the people who love on me, and then this piece around making sure I am surrounding myself with positive people who bring out the best in me. Would love to hear what you've been reflecting on for this week 20, and I'll see you next time on The Kira Banks Show.
Have tea to spill or something you want to ask Dr. Banks? Contact her at kirabanks.com/stories or stories@raisingequity.org. Thanks for listening.